And there's also a bit of teamwork that we're looking for now from LaZe. NEXGA, they're playing what they already know, and they're going to be starting on the attacking side, looking for their attention into Rubble here, a very normal place to look for contentions. And I think the last time around, what we saw from NEXGA and LaZe, it was a bit of default, a bit of a position strategies here. And then later on, we're getting into full-on skirmishes, war in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, bit of a correction. Splash is not on the Raze. I always see Splash on Raze, so I kind of default to just calling him a Raze player. But he has been picking up this Jet on Lotus, and it's a little bit of an unconventional pick. We don't see a lot of Jets here, but he's been able to make it work. And again, NEXGA loves this slow creep, slow play on this attacking side. And Lenny's got a lot of information that there's no one towards C. It's a bit of a set play towards B, expecting them to rotate off, but it's a contact play up. This is crazy coming from NEXGA. They've just walked all the way towards stairs without seeing a single player. They've broken the trips, and now they know that they're going to be committing towards this A side, but they don't clear a tree. Kenji's here together with Zen. And they're both just going to hold down this position, the tap of the spike, but they're pivoting back towards B. But guess who's here onto the B side? It's the Omen together with the Breach, Thames, and Divine both here waiting. As the spike goes down, they're not going to be contesting it. They're waiting for a bit more of a backup. As Lenny just calls a bit of a pause. He wants to go for this flag. He wants to find the players coming towards B main as the rest of the LaZe members gather up. They've got quite a bit of utility in their hands. Thames, Jumpy comes through. Oh, but the Omen smoke is fantastically placed. Oh, Lenny calls for a smoke on the flank as well. He's going to bypass the turret. He has no idea whatsoever. Aftershock comes through. Mojo's playing up close. The dash is coming in nice and fast. Lenny, Thames both finding kills. Aplix and Aduka answer back. Divine and Lenny with the last 2 kills as well. LaZe, they take their time to cook. They set themselves up for success. And it's a nice retake to crunch in on the B side.
Can I just say, we finally get player camps. You can see Lenny wiping off his sweat there, just giving out the calls, but very well done. We have to give props to Lenny giving out the calls there. Divine putting out the majority of the smokes. He blocked off the trip that would have given notice to NEXGA that there was a flank, and then later on in the entry point. So cutting off and isolating those fights essentially gave LaZe that point there. Very nicely done.
It's crazy. The NEXGA just calls for a contact play creep up on the pistol round. They almost made it work, but that kill towards tree and then the call for the smoke towards the turret. There's just slow, methodical plays coming in from LaZe. They have multiple trap setups on that pistol round. And yeah, an important pistol for LaZe to win on this defending side. See what Splash can do with this outlaw that he has purchased on this low buy round. Aplix actually the one to drop Splash the weapon as Splash buys armor and he's just wanting to take the duels. Well, Kenji is on half armor though, so he might have a chance.
Oh.
Splash actually connecting that kill, but Zan's here. He picks up 2 kills. 3 versus 2. Retake has to be called for. And again, we've seen Lenny do this time and time again. He's going for this flag, but he only has a ghost though. Has to be a little bit careful not to be swarmed.
Yeah, didn't choose to go for the buy there, but he gave the early information after pushing out through Rubble. Now he's putting pressure, waiting for his teammates to come in the right time. Divine together with Thames. There is fault line available. There is smokes available. There is a lot actually. A flashpoint would also be very nice, but it doesn't matter. He's just going to go off with the recon dot and use it as a distraction. Very nice retake coming in from LaZe.
Yeah, beautifully done by Lenny right there. Calls for the bit of a pause. He hears the turret being put down, right? So he doesn't peek into the turret just yet, but he isolates them. He knows that they're all stuck towards that elbow position, towards water. So he just waits for the recon dart to get up online, clears their water side, takes the 1v1 close up, lets his team 2v1, the last remaining player within the smoke. And it's a clean round, much needed from LaZe. And we said that LaZe struggle with the anti-bonuses, but how about them on their own bonus?
Can we turn the tide on Colden's curse completely? Can we make it a 3, LaZe?
All right, let's see what they can do. They invested a little bit in their previous round, so Aplix is not going to be having the best weaponry, half shield and a bulldog because he bought Splash, that outlaw. And look at this, LaZe reading it really nicely. The drone will signify that there's players here, fault line ready with the paranoia. They want to open this door. They want to fight towards Rubble. Oh, sorry, not Rubble. I mean Mound, C Mound position.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a mound. It's a Rubble. It's the same thing as a hill.
Oh, body block.
Nowhere. Oh! Divine there, magnifying splash, really nice paranoia coming in. The fight is still continuing on in the revolving doors. It is smoked out, but Lenny is in no man's land. Have to try to get back into safety. Aftershock as well as Flashpoint, just trying to start it out, making sure they do not get pincered or pushed down to the ground. NEXGA forced to rotate. Oh, but with that being said, there is a Lenny getting some information.
Impunity.
Taking down the turret, Impunity, making his way all the way through the rat hole in from A. And now reconvening with his team. They could make something happen here. Smoke is dropped. Kenji manages to find one before it goes off though. That is huge. And that is going to be a Duka.
Yeah, now he has so many trips on the side. They're all on such low HP as well. Impecurity, the only one with any bit of health on him, breaks the trips. So no success just yet. The camera spots are at least 2 players here. Should be expecting at least one close up and personal. Impecurity, the one with HP, the one with the rifle, a chance, but Kenji strikes beautifully so. The adjustment comes in, the Sentinel of LaZe picks up 3, and LaZe find a bonus round.
Oh man, and that's Kenji's round. That's his MVP moment there, getting that initial kill there before the smoke has gotten placed down. Aduka getting taken down, and then anchoring for the whole entire team. This is Lenny just getting a little bit of a sigh out, knowing that his teammates are trustable, and Neurothap is online, and we also have Hunter's Fury, and now we have Coden's Curse completely broken. Thank you very much, LaZe. I love you guys in a row as we open up.
It's so funny. LaZe have, in LaZe's games, I swear, we've seen the most bonus round wins.
Yeah.
Whether it's against them or for them, I don't know. But they're getting it done. Zen now here, fighting forward, gets flashed off, has to respect it. The smoke comes in as well, has to back off. The Outlaw pushed back even further, but it is the best weapon. Every single player on NEXGA, half armor. This basically a mini-op in the hands of Zen. The door going open, just a faint presence. The flood of LaZe members coming in to bolster this A site.
Oh, this is tough. They're just playing with the sound cues now. Shark Dart doesn't quite find anybody. And the recon bolt here.
Take flight.
No information whatsoever. They know they're just about the corners. And there we have it. We're getting tagged here, but the fault line is coming through. It manages to find his mark. No one is going down yet. The combat is not yet in start, but then no, it's so close, and we can see now LaZe is actually reconvening towards the Pekka side. They know both sides have been pulled back. They're not going to go for the full commit.
LaZe know that they've shown 3 players at the very least towards this A side, so they are expecting NEXGA to rotate. You can see Zan just sprinting over towards the C side to bolster it. But NEXGA, what is the call? It looks like they haven't really decided just yet. Aduka's going to be clearing out this B main position with the drone. They spots out nobody's there, or at least there was one, right? Breaking the drone, but nobody within that closed corners.
Oh no.
Oh, an over-eager Lenny gets baited straight in, but Thames with 3 kills just like that. Tapping them one by one. They want to get the spec down at the very least. They should be able to do so. I say that's Tavine. Just spams them through the box. Aduka picks up one more, but Thames with 4 kills. It's his turn to anchor the site.
Yeah, and I think this is one of the mechanics that Thames is really good at, just playing the verticality here, the top down. You saw that they were really tunnel vision into getting the spike down after getting the first pick off, and that was where he's able to just get heads after heads. Paranoia comes in a little bit too late, but that was enough to buy time and space for his team.
Yeah, no smoke in heaven. The Paranoia not there. Everyone just trying to scramble into the side. I think because Lenny went down so early, they wanted to accelerate off of that, but not expecting Thames in that position. Amazing shots coming in from him. He's lighting up the server, and that's what we need from him. And Zen, Electus drops the stuns, immediately runs over, but that leaves Zavine all on his lonesome. Nothing to answer for that. The Hunter's really trying to track that jet up drafting, and yes, Lenny's gonna be connecting on him at the very last bolt. And they know someone's most likely going to be here. They spam him down. They try to break him apart, use the aftershock to flush him out, but not going to be the case. Lenny provides cover fire, so they can't swing out from rubble. So it's amazing team play coming in from the squad of LaZe. And now NEXGA with the tip of the spear. Cut straight off, splash, not on the server. Where do they want to end up?
We asked for adaptation. LaZe definitely give it to us. And of course, They start off with the first 2 pistols. They kept the ball rolling. And NEXGA, if they do not win this round, they are looking at the bottom of the Kretz pool. They're looking for C this time round. Smoke comes in. Kenji is totally blocked up. If he goes for a push out, he might be rewarded, or he might be taken down just like that. Impecurity right there at the entry points. Mojo is there to follow up. Puts out the abilities, the utilities, and Thames managed to find Airflix. But we get a refight back and forth. Lenny, the last man standing all the way in waterfall. Oh, where's the wall break? Spam finds another.
No way.
He knows where it is. He knows where the plan was going to be. And this could just be it. He knows he has to find cover in the pillar. And the spike plan might just be the bait he needed. Stretching out his arms, Impecurity managed to take it back.
Lenny with the prediction. He expects the second player to run in to pick up the spike. The pre-fire comes in, takes down the second. But Impecurity, more than aware of what Lenny is up to, taps the spike, goes for the fight, and takes him out despite him having little to no time. Doesn't care about getting a spike down, just wants that kill. And NEXGA, thanks to Impecurity, that is the first run on the board.
Oh man, first round on the board, and that awarded them so much because now they managed to bring in the full artillery. Yes, some of them have half shields, but we have the lockdown available. We have the rolling thunder, and that is huge on the attacking side. Thames has one in reply if he really wanted to, but it seems as though the contention is happening in between the waterfalls.
Camera is there. They still haven't found it though. A tap of the orb. Wait, did Splash already have knives?
Splash did not. He just got that. Yeah, she just.
Okay. Right, so they finally get the camera out. Shock Dart not gonna be able to break the trip though, so that's at least a little bit of presence shown towards Mound. They want to explore the rest of the map. Looks like they might want to test A little bit.
This could be do or die for them. Mojo has his fault line ready. Oh, but it doesn't quite reach into Thames. Thames is able to shuffle out. No one gets hurt, but that's going to be visual cue. Then NEXGA is flushing into A site. Doors as well gets opened up. 3 is now in control of NEXGA, and the lockdown comes in just in the nick of time. Flushing out the defenders, they are unable to fight back, but attackers have full control of A site.
Yeah, but LaZe, look what ultimates they have. They have the Rolling Thunder. They're gonna invest in it as the spike gets tapped on. Oh, they're all flying in the air. Splash stunned up, still connects onto Zed. The flash comes through, spike goes down, but Mojo, a huge frag right there, Splash. Now, not stunned up, able to find that frag, and now it's down to a 2 versus 4. They just fling out wide. Divine finds 3 in a 1 versus 1. Splash gets spotted out, back at a site, but he still gets the final frag. 3 kills onto his name. He stops to execute, or the retake coming in onto the site and shuts it out in a 1v1.
And Splash was also really clever because he knew he was waiting for the last take. Playing off that new theft. Okay, this is my position. I'm gonna swing out in moments notice. Just by the slightest bit of pixel. Caught Divine off guard, but that is huge coming in for Divine here. Really could have turned the tide so quickly in the defender part.
Yeah, it looks like things are heating up. Both sides going tit for tat. I don't know how Slash got that first kill, right? He was stunned up. But still, early fight from both sides. NEXGA taking A, LaZe taking C. They've kind of swapped places across the map. NEXGA will have a free site to be, able to get the spike down, but it's going to be a 5v5 retake.
So tough now. Smokes has been placed, but they're actually just pushing the smokes. I think they realize that if they're going to be playing the default here, we're going to play for the post plan, they really need to catch their opponents off guard. Thames has a bit of an idea of what's happening. Paranoia is not available, so it really comes to the smoke here, trying to get the one-ways. Thames is realizing it, gonna put out the aftershock and the flash point as well. Zen is now in the middle of nowhere. Plix is not expected with the pistols, nonetheless gonna be taking it down. Doesn't have the right artillery, but Slash pulls up with the Blade Storm. He's gonna find 1, and he is now down in the cover. There are backs to the corner, and 3. Flashpoint is placed out. Doesn't quite connect. Flash is now towards no man's land, but Mojo is there to save the day.
Another incredibly close round. I loved what Thames did there as the breach. You throw the aftershock in that position, right? And then you throw the flash in the exact same spot, so you can't really see that the flash is going to be popping there. You kind of think it's going to be another aftershock burst, but it's actually a flash, and that completely caught Plix off guard. You saw the slide come in from Zen as well to get that kill, but not gonna be good enough. NEXGA's hold onto the side there was just enough. The time was ticked down low. They weren't gonna be able to stick it or at least bait for a tap. Nicely done. Again, NEXGA push onto this A rubble fight. And it's only gonna be Lenny here for the taking. Has the Ares though, so he might be able to go for a bit of chip damage.
He just has an invisible eye, things that we cannot see. He's actually hitting it as well. Apex down to 56 HP, no more armor. And this is just simply an Ares.
Right here.
Oh, they spot him as well. They know he's gonna be in this area, just peppering them with bullets. He has to just be a little bit wary of a creep up towards A. Speaking of a creep up, Impact Kid is got this angle. He's holding it down. They double swing him. And he doesn't get a kill at all. And now they want to pivot into the B side, but they've lost control of a B main. The aftershock is perfectly done together with the paranoia. Kenji spams him out through the walls. And now they want to accelerate into this A side, but guess who's here? Guess who's waiting? It's Lenny with the Ares. He needs to come up clutch, calling for a bit of backup, but he gets blindsided. Kenji with 110 from the heavens. And now it's just down to Splash left alone. Divine coming in from the tree. And 5 rounds now. LaZe pulling ahead with their lead. Another very dynamic round, but LaZe come out on top of the read.
Yeah, and with that, it feels as though all the rounds before, all the little techniques that we've been seeing have been converging into LaZe's favor. We saw Lenny with the spam, we saw Thames is playing that vertical split there. If you do not smoke it off, then suddenly he's going to be taking it. And that was their round without the artillery. NEXGA now on the back foot, calling out that timeout. They have the Hunter's Fury to play with. They have the Rolling Thunder, just one off, but only one of them can go for a full buy, and that's going to be Mojo.
Yeah, it's not looking great. I think they might just do a hero rifle play on Splash again, similar to what they did on the second round. Ojo, if he can farm that C orb, right, he has the Rolling Thunder that he could use for an execute. And I'm pretty sure LaZe is more than aware of this. Right? They can see the credits just as we can. They can see the ultimate orbs just as we can. They have the Hunter's Tree available, potentially to fight for the C orb, right? When you tap the orb, maybe use the Hunter's Fury just to get them off. I'm very curious to see what NEXGA has in plan because, you know, LaZe is always like one step ahead. They are very much aware of what they could do.
Yeah, but that's it. Kenji does have Neo Theft, and Hunter's Fury is online for Lenny. This time around, he picks up a even heavier hitting
This goes here.
gun here with the Odin. So the spam is going to be continuing on. On the other end, though, NEXGA is not going to be there, so it might not find its target. Instead, C is the aerial contention, trying to get that orb. And I realize LaZe here, they know it, going to try to push forth, and then we have the orb being taken up. Oh, no, the orb's still there. Okay.
Just a tap because NEXGA are expecting LaZe to do a crunch play as well. So they're just baiting, right? They're just putting Splash there, hoping to get a reaction. This reaction, though, might be a little bit dangerous. Hunter's Fury got to be invested.
Oh,
trying to push
in the
them
middle
back
of it.
even further. Not going to be connecting onto anything. Meanwhile, Kenji has found Splash creeping up towards C. And that's information. The rest of the NEXGA squad trying to capitalize on Kenji being the only player here, down on 40 HP. Mojo able to pick up the orb if possible, but no. Just the door opening, just a faint presence, just to make them a little bit scared, not comfortable in picking up the orb. And the longer this round takes, the more it takes down, the less that NEXGA have in terms of options.
It's getting to the bone here. It's just one smoke, just dividing them in from C entrance, trying to bait around that they might have went into B. And there are 2 members from LaZe is holding onto it. By a moment's notice, it's going to be C, but Thames is ready once again. And now hand in hand with Kenji, gonna play that tag team moment. Spike has been dropped down. They are aware this to the sound, but they are still going forth. Lenny also wants a piece of the pie, going in with a deep ball with the splashes, trying to get as much as possible. Impunity taking this moment, unfortunately get caught in the cross, and on the mound is one little Apex left with hope, but just hope.
Yeah. I didn't really particularly like that round coming for NEXGA. I think they really could have used that ultimate orb on Mojo, maybe give themselves a chance in that round, but yeah, I mean, usually I would say it's fine for them to just work around with just the pistols, but I think that round was definitely doable. You could put a rifle in the hands of Splash, you know, go for the Rolling Thunder, pick Orb on C, and then commit towards the C side. But yeah, not the case. I would love for them to try that because they're down 6 and 3. It's not a good scoreline on this attacking side. They really need to put rounds on the board now.
Yeah. I think perhaps they're just trying to plan for the future here, trying to get a more favored round with the Rolling Thunder available and steamroll their way into just equalizing the scoreline 6-6 on both ends. That's in the best case scenario for NEXGA. For LaZe, it's going to be a 9-3 for best case scenario. That's what they're trying to do here, and that's why it's so tough for NEXGA to make a push through. Every time they have an idea, now they're hesitating.
Yeah, again, they take control over the mound. They put a lurk and impecunities towards this A side, but there's a Cypher trip that's pretty far forward. So no chance for impecunities to get past this without making a little bit of audio cue, and not even going to be needed. The drone's going to be able to spot him out by his lonesome. He's calling for a little bit of backup. The sun comes in, but just in the nick of time, Mojo swings out, and they actually catch on to Lenny as well. LaZe gets caught with their pants down, thinking they have a chance to find the lurk, but instead the whole team is here waiting. Temps with a must-needed kill right there. The headshot from the Outlaw. But Zan backing his teammate up. The slide comes through. Temps is here as well. They're not even looking in his direction. The beautiful stun up from Zed. Tag team play from the Breach and the Neon, but now it's on to Splash in a 1v2. Temps just shuts him out. He's a Breach, but you don't really see Breaches with Outlaws, but he's making it work. He's making it happen. 7 rounds, a great recovery in a 3v5.
Yeah, and with that, Rolling Thunder also not expanded. He is so confident in his own mechanics, playing around, having a really good game too. 14-4 so far, alongside with Kenji, who has been anchoring. If Kenji is anchoring the C, I'm anchoring the A side. So very well played on all members of LaZe. And even Zan, although his numbers is not the best, he has been opening and creating that space for his teams, getting this information that they can play off of.
Yeah, it's really difficult for a Neon to get a lot of impact frags as a Neon on defender side, right?
Yep.
Neon is best moving forward. And sometimes it tends to force you into a playstyle where you want to push on the defending side, but so far it's been working out for LaZe. They don't really need to fight too much. Dan's more or less the fast rotate, execute straight to the side, the dash of the smoke. Divine is absolutely holy. What a beautiful anchor, and he's still not done yet. 6 bullets left. Aplix with the cover fire saves his teammate Aduka. But they're isolated within the side. Aduka using the drone just to find a little bit of information of where the players are. Slide in his Zed. Beautiful shots, and it's just the last man standing of Aplix, and he's being wrapped upon as well. Letty with the Odin. He's trapped in. No idea whatsoever, and it's just a matter of time before he gets that final kill. 8 rounds for LaZe's side. Brilliant anchoring coming in from Divine.
Last round in
Man,
the
it's
half.
deja vu, man. I mean, we've seen this happen. It's happened again. Now, final round of the half. They're going to try to pull out all the stops, but you take a look at how their abilities were able to just isolate these fights. Divine played within the crevices of those smokes. And then, of course, we had the run back. We had Zan finally coming in, getting the frag straight away. And this happened. This is just the cherry on top.
Massive work coming in by LaZe's side. This defense has been impenetrable. NEXGA only managing that 3 rounds in a row, but LaZe have fully adapted, fully understood the slow and methodical playstyle of NEXGA. And now both sides with the Odin. This is a wall bang face-off, I guess you could say. None of them seeing each other, just guessing where each other could be.
Okay.
Wait, he has 2! He has 2 Odin!
Wait, here. Okay,
Here it goes.
interesting
The
enough.
dart is not going to catch anyone. Zan is in the midst of things. The lightning fingers spamming through his own wall. They're all stunned up. Around the corner, Aplix. Nice shot onto Zan. Will take him down. Shut him out from that shenanigans. And it puts his team up in a man advantage. But Temps is here in a very exposed position. But his shot is on point. But Splash, they don't account for his position inside of the smoke already. Deep in, Divine and Kenji picking up the pieces where their teammates have lost. They're a bit wary of a flank though. Right, LaZe have been very willing to go for flanks.
Yeah, I think I like the smoke over here because like, it kind of gives me the idea they might be rotating. But we have the door here to give me some information. Divine gets caught with his pants down. Slash is here to make something happen. Misses out his knives, but we have Hazuka with rains of bullets from behind. Finally, NEXGA gets a point. Bringing it to 8-4. Not the end of the world, right, Gordon?
Not the end of the world just yet. Oh, lovely player camps to see how the LaZe boys are doing. Smiles on the face.
I like the spy cam that we're getting. Who is that? The top right?
Top right is Divine.
Yeah, Divine. He has a little spy cam angle here.
Impeccability just playing from the depths of hell. The abyss.
Can I just comment on the duelist disparity we're seeing here? Like, you're looking at on Splash, he has like the great setup and everything, and you look at Zen, he looks like he's filming from his smart fridge.
Smart fridge is crazy. All right, now LaZe on this attacking side. Zen as a Neon does best on the attack. Oh, but the counter fight coming in from NEXGA. They want to take the duels to LaZe, but stopped in their tracks for the time being. No success found just yet, thanks to that smoke that was placed down.
Here.
Fight will be called to a halt for just a moment in time to hear Impeccability going for the jump spot. Might find a good timing right here. Divine with the white swing makes a bit of noise, so now Impeccability knows that at least one player is here. But does he expect the rest of the team as well? Smoke comes through, the dash is ready, Zan straight in. Oh, a bit of a team flash, but he's still alive at the very least. They have to somehow find the kills though. Impeccability, fantastic anchoring coming in, but Kenji swung into the cage. And they're trying to find where Impeccability has run off to into the CT spawn position, and a retake has to be called for.
NEXGA in a little bit of trouble right now. Just really quick overrun. Use a lot of abilities as well to just deter them up in B site. And this is going to be in addition to that fault line, aftershock, everything's coming in. Lenny and Divine, Kenji is going to find one each, and they're still going out for blood. Impeccability, the last one on their kill list, is going to be taken down.
What a beautiful post plan coming in from LaZe. Another pistol going in their favor. I think this is both pistols of this map in their pocket already. That is beautifully done by them to just actively fight the waterfall retake. Once they eliminated all those players, it was just, if I'm not mistaken, Impeccability, I think, left alone towards CT by himself. It was a 4v4 retake, and they come out flawless in this scenario. So really well done by LaZe. NEXGA now on the low buy of theirs at the eco. LaZe looking to stretch their legs more.
Yeah, but it's really tough because you don't have the Cypher, right, to completely lock down the site. Even as a Killjoy, you're placing your turrets in multiple places, alarm bots in another place. You can't really exactly lock that down because there's so many points to cover up in Lotus. That's going to be a little bit of a weakness here that they have to play a little bit more proactively to get those information to really block down and fortify the wall.
Yeah, NEXGA not given any opportunity just yet. LaZe is playing it really nice and safe. There's got 4 players basically in the same position. Big smoke, lurk smoke for Kenji to creep up on. He only has a go, so not the worst thing in the world. Temp's gonna open the door, just a faint presence towards B, making it look like a B take, but Impeccability, nice shot coming in. But now they know the Killjoy is not on towards the C side. There's not gonna be any Sentinel utility here. The wall comes through, the flash into the site, the dart to just clear out the corners. Spec should be given over relatively free. Not too much to contest for. NEXGA, can you mount a retake here?
Oh, so tough. They're all pushed back. Pistols the only thing in their hands. They have to make something happen, but it's chill town for LaZe. They're not even gonna push for it. I think Zan is gonna try to start something, and he is starting. Mojo going to be taken down. Divine is there to follow in the steps. Oh, a wrap around, but we do have the back of sight being broken through by the Aplex did spotted him out, but could not quite match up and join the bullet. Impeccability, last one standing. Time is ticking. The bomb is going down, trying to pull out, at least get the last kill, but he doesn't realize that Divine is at his 6th.
And he goes down to the spike as well. All things considered, still a really, really good round by NEXGA. They take down every single player on LaZe, and they make this bonus essentially nullified, right? There is no bonus. You have to buy into this. Do you want a half buy? Do you want a full commit? That is the question for LaZe.
And it's getting a bit tough right here. Well, for the NEXGA at the very least. Now, it's just 2 rounds brought over. They must go for the full buy here. They must make something happen. They might push the aggression a little bit here. You can see them hovering around A side. And if this is where LaZe is going to be pushing through, we're going to be seeing a full-on skirmish war in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be willing to fight for A just because their money is not in a great spot. They won't be able to have the best weaponry for a Rubble fight. You only really have Kenji with that Vandal of his. Because they lost all their weapons, right? In the previous round, NEXGA made them lose every single one of them. So it just looks like they're just gonna go for a bit of an eco half-buy round with the Hero Vandal on Kenji.
Yeah, a bit of technical pause here, but NEXGA could definitely use this time to just go back to the drawing board, talk a little bit about how they're gonna come back from this, especially since now they have the full buy. Technical pause is gone and away, straight away. Fault line being utilized. This is gonna be it. Push up the aggression, push out the proactiveness, but Zan is already in his way through the rat holes of A. He's gonna find one, doesn't quite find the other. Splash instead, gonna convert those over aggression into kills alongside Azuka, taking a page off of Lenny's books, and now Thames, last man standing with the ghost. Can't exactly do anything, has little to no ability, only a flashpoint.
Yeah, that execute got immediately shut down because of Splash's positioning. Very proactive to just shut down the entry alongside the second player that was entering the site. Very, very fast response by NEXGA, and that just peters out the round. Aduka with the Odin was very solid to shut down those 2 players coming out from a Rubble. And Temps needs to go down eventually. He cannot save this weapon. If not, he wouldn't have money for his rifle to the Knicks.
Yeah, just unfortunately he could not get the spike down. At least dying to the spike would have been one thing. Even so, he's just deciding now.
Left.
How do I want to go down? Who am I giving the money to? Okay, I have a gun. This could be something.
Nope.
A little bit too soon. Aruka's laughing as well. I think he realizes a lot of threats down to Aruka's name, bringing the Odin over as well. This is going to be a kickstart in their funds. Gonna bring it over, and Aruka's 1 away from his Hunter's Fury. That could be very, very good to keep the ball rolling.
Yeah, that would be a fantastic ult to have, especially going to this gun round. Zen has his overdrive ultimate available. See if he will need to use it, and now Lenny's gonna be feeling the wrath of Aduka's Odin this time on the other side of the pond.
Could not connect just yet. And I think for LaZe, they're very aware. Look at them lined up like that, doing a little conga line towards the back here. Not gonna reveal themselves to the wall. Instead,
Oh,
we
good
see
damage.
Aduka.
Very good damage.
Ooh! Now bringing it out. He is changing up his angles a little bit. Nice peppers coming through. Fault line actually manages to find Azuka. He does find one though. On the other end, we do see one more in rubble, but they go down really, really quickly. It's gonna be just continuing on. But
No.
they don't do it. But unfortunately, Azuka comes out on top.
What the hell was that fight? It was just 2 Odins crouched walking to each other. Aduka's almost on for the ace. He's just mowed down the entire squad. He's just a turret standing in the open. Gets the last one as well. It's an ace with Aduka. Smile on his face. He knows what he's done to them. Damage to the wall. Spam in their faces. Not even Zan could take him out. Like, he wasn't even moving. Like, Aduka was just standing in spot, just moving his mouse. Just spraying down Zan as he turns around. And all 5 kills.
All 5 kills. We talked about Azuka being 1 away from his Hunter's Fury. He kind of like converted 4 other points of nowhere. But you know what? With all that said, you definitely take that. You take that ace, you take the Hunter's Fury coming into this round, and you take that confidence boost. As for LaZe, they're definitely deterred now. Gonna be changing up the strategy, but this could be a bit detrimental considering Nano Swarms are in play. Zan managed to get out with about 70 HP, but then we have the shots being fired out by Afflex. Aduka now gonna use the Hunter's Fury for another 2. This guy is on fire! He found 3 out of that round after round. Spike dropped in the middle of nowhere. Thames once again. Who do you die to, bro?
Oh my. Aduka finding impact frags from across the map. He was on B side. It's a perfect straight lane towards the execute towards C. So he was able to tag out so many players, and they were all huddled up to that elbow position, right? Just tucking in close, hoping the Hunter's Fury bolt doesn't touch them. But yeah, a must-needed timeout now called by LaZe. Because it's 3 rounds in a row unanswered from NEXGA. And they're slowly getting away with it. Aduka having multi-frags both of the past 2 rounds. And NEXGA having a good read of LaZe's strategy.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely the best case scenario for Aduka, getting the ace earlier, converting the Hunter's Fury to getting 3 kills. You also have to thank the teammates, of course. Impact Unity just creating a diversion here with the nano swarms, with the alarm board, and as well as Applix putting out the smoke there and just funneling them into one corner. So great job for next guy. I'm seeing a little bit more cohesiveness after the timeout. I think earlier the little technical pause that we have and really utilizing it towards their favor.
Yeah. Decisions to be made. Kenji is already bought up. Looks like they're just going to go in for the commit as well. Half armor on a couple of players, and I don't mind the half armor strat. The problem is there's a lot of chip damage that Aduka could just be dealing through the walls, right? You got the aftershock coming in from Mojo, the nano swarms chip you down as well. So we'll have to see if it pans out. Stun comes in, the spam as well. No contact just yet. NEXGA should have full control over here. Temps takes a little bit of damage, but too much for the time being.
Yeah, now that we have the Odin, it's known. It's very difficult for you to just go in with the aggression because of how well Aduka can track you down. And even when you have the support coming in from Thames here, you really can't exactly do much when someone is just spamming you down.
Yeah, and Aduka's lined up again. He's got his crosshair aimed in this position. Spam comes in. Zan's across though. That is great progress. Bit by LaZe. They're slowly retaking this rubble control away from NEXGA.
You can see Lenny here giving the calls. Might be a big brain move. At least for NEXGA, they're wiggling their feet a little bit. They're relaxed.
Oh, Zan's been tagged down low from the Odin.
Oh no.
Aduka is just doing Lenny's game, but better. I feel he's been getting so much respect. Right? They have to respect him so much because of the Odin. Single-handedly putting so much pressure. Zan's trying to do a solo fake by himself. Kind of misses the door on that one. The exit has to be reopened. And Aduka punishes him for it. They want to accelerate into the seaside, but there's 3 defenders here waiting. Temps with a crucial one, but there's 10 seconds left. They need to get the kills. They need to get into the site, but it's no access for you. Splash just shuts it all down. 4 kills on him. They fall into the trap. Easy as you like, 1 by 1.
They had the right idea. Execute was just not the right way to go. Oh man, it really came down to Zan just trying to make that fake happen, and it's stuck by that door, could not move out from it. And then push comes to shove. Timing. It's coming down. They really have to make a move on. Splash is there together with his teammate to put an end to their attack. And now, oh man, they have to go for a save. Whereas in NEXGA, they have an abundance of creds. A total polar opposite from what we saw in the first half.
They didn't. Oh my gosh, just running straight into harm's way. Applix assisting Splash on that one. But Lenny answers back though with a stinger. He's made him way all the way up the stairs. And he takes down Aduka on long range. Catching them off guard. Lenny just throws a spanner in the works. A fast-paced round coming in from the Sova. And now they know the last 2 remaining players. Lenny with 3 kills. He's come alive. Just when they need him the most, the IGL steps up for his team. He takes matters into his own hands, and he single-handedly collapsed this NEXGA defense with just a stinger.
There you go. Even if it is not their buy, the space made earlier on was just gave up so much, and now Impunity, the last man alive, no utilities to utilize here. He is dry peeking in the wrong place, and Thames manages to take him down without looking towards his back. Nice thrifty round coming for LaZe. This is going to push them and boost them towards closing the round.
Yeah, 2 rounds away, and the money on NEXGA is not looking the best. Okay, to be fair, they can go for a buy. They should have a buy even if they do lose this one, but a lot of stakes on the board, right?
Yep.
1 more round and LaZe would be on that match point. You got so many ults for LaZe to work with. Gotta be really careful. Impeccability, 1 off his lockdown. That might be crucial if they can somehow get him that ult or a kill.
Yeah, the lockdown is gonna be a game changer here, considering you just close off entire site within that moment. And when it comes down to the timer,
So,
if LaZe is gonna be playing under pressure, it's gonna be very detrimental for them.
ooh, big timeout being called for, right? They cannot be
Yep.
run down like that. Great round coming in from Lenny, but you can't rely on that happening again, right? Just your IGL with a stinger as a Sova running it down towards stairs. Next, they're gonna be more than aware of this. They won't let that happen again. So what's the adaptation for LaZe? How they readjust their game plan and actually put around the board, because in terms of the gun rounds, NEXGA has been winning out these defensive rounds. The Neon hasn't exactly gotten a lot of value on those entries. Ooh, but a change up. Look at this. Aduka no longer playing towards A. He's moved over towards C. And they expect LaZe to be going towards a C take, but it couldn't be further from the truth. Instant set play coming in. Kenji, more than aware of what's happening, drops down his cages, and they full spin straight towards this A side. Nobody here for the taking. The Rolling Thunder just for safe measure in case there could be one lurking around, but nothing there. And LaZe, they need to be proactive, need to take a little bit of space. They can't let NEXGA set up for this retake.
Oh, Lenny is just watching the door here. Unfortunately, gets caught out by Splash, and that's gonna be space they cannot afford anymore. They are closing in by the time's notice, and the abilities are not connecting for the side of LaZe. NEXGA pushing in. PQD does manage to find out Zen. Space is getting close as we talk about it. Kenji manages to get one. We get a trade off here. One is left. Divine gets the spike down, but he cannot do anything about it anymore as the rest of the members of NEXGA pinces at him. And there is nothing else to work with.
Amazing job by Splash. A little bit of VM onto the spike right there. I love to see that. Splash, I mean, that kill from the broken door was what kicked it off, right?
Yep.
Once he got that jumping knife kill, and just allowed NEXGA to fully clear out their A rubble position, right? So when NEXGA cleared out the entirety of A rubble, they can collapse onto the site. There was nowhere for LaZe to play other than site or tree. Too many angles to worry about. Not enough space to navigate around. And a brilliant retake coming in for NEXGA, despite them having nobody on that side of the map.
And I'm loving this NEXGA energy that we're seeing. It's a bit of a reformation, actually. And BKT now has the lockdown available, and I'm pretty sure they're looking to close this game, considering it is lifeline on the chopping block. Straight away, gonna try to do something very similar to before. Aduka with the Odin, trying to get the spray down. Unfortunately, does not connect. Instead, LaZe is actually able to walk around, and Lenny knows exactly where the shots are being fired from. Gonna try with the response. It's an Odin on Odin once again, but no one is getting a body. One Flash gonna make the whole opening happen.
The bait with the Odin spam. Honestly, this fight is kind of stupid, but it allowed them to get access, and now Zen trying to find a gap in the armor. He knows that Splash is somewhere here, wants to find a timing into the side, spots them both out, and Zen straight in, the dash as well, the slide comes in, Kenji with one more on the rotate. They want to pivot into the B side though, as Divine finds a second frag onto a Plagues, and now it's just Impact Unity left alone. He has the lockdown, but he doesn't have space, doesn't have time, and he's actually crept up pretty close. And none the wiser, still jump peeking with the new bundle skin in hand, whips out the gun, but not in time. And now they know where he's going to be coming from. Lockdown, a question mark. Does he want to invest this? Definitely doable, but so many corners to care for. Lenny picks up the last one, and it's 12 on the board, thanks to a very proactive push coming in from Zen, finds a beautiful timing, and it all crumbles from then on out.
I think Impact had a lot to think about with that lockdown. You could have put it down, you could have really just flushed them out, but you know you're so close. You don't have information about where they are. Once you put it down, they're going to be revealed upon your information on where you are. They might just throw a pincer directly at you. But now with LaZe, I just want to say, San, he could run, but he walked. And that played towards his favor there. Crept all the way up and kept that speed for the later on into fight against Aduka. And now he is going to start with a different approach, running it down. Electric Hands manages to fake away from Applix, but he is still on the run. Waterfall is the next one.
Wow.
He is going down. Hunter's Fury as well, being infested as we take over B side and then into C. LaZe, they are out for blood.
Oh, and this is a Hail Mary play from NEXGA. The Rolling Thunder, aftershocks on both sides. Fight straight up. The spam coming in from Lenny, Mojo, and Aduka. The last two bastions of hope for NEXGA. LaZe hammer the final nail in the coffin. It's Aduka and his Odin to save them or lose them this round, this series. Their chance in VCT MYSG. The entire year banks off of this round. Aduka, what more can you muster? Spots out where Zen is, but he doesn't even need a move. He's in this corner, unable to be spammed out. They're playing with him, toying with him. LaZe smacks in a shot into the next round of the playoffs. LaZe 13-9. What a final round, what a final call. Aduka showing a little bit of frustration, but so understandable. It was a valiant effort coming in from the NEXGA squad. But their journey ends here. LaZe survived this lower bracket. And what a play. The Neon in B, and then they pivot, they crunch Waterfall with the overdrive together with the Hunter's Fury. What a beautiful call to close out that map.
Yep, absolutely. And of course, it was the round that they were